Got a great question here. What is the Bible? Millions of people ask this on Google every year, so it'd be a great one to cover. So the way I like to think of it is the Bible is a collection of writings that were recorded by people who had experiences with the Creator. Okay, so in some cases, those experiences happen to be the Creator spoke directly to them to relay a message to other people. In other cases, the Bible contains eyewitness accounts of experiences that are just inexplicable except by the explanation of the Creator being involved in the events. So that is the overall way to think about the Bible. Now, let's talk about the story of the Bible, because ultimately it is a broad, multi-thousand-year story that's contained in the Bible. The Bible is basically the story of how the Creator originally created the human race in a perfect, idyllic situation, and then the human race basically failed to maintain that perfect situation and got separated both spiritually and even physically from their Creator. And then the rest of the Bible's narrative is about how the Creator is seeking and initiating the plan to reconcile his creation to himself, to restore the relationship between himself, the Creator, and his creation. And that story takes a long set of millennia to tell, and was written by multiple people over these thousands of years, but it does form this cohesive story of how the Creator is drawing people back to him and kind of bridging that gap that was created when the creation fell, basically, from this state of union with the Creator. So it culminates ultimately in a person named Jesus, who showed up about 2,000 years ago and did these amazing miracles that were just inexplicable except by supernatural explanation. And he claimed to be the Creator incarnate, or the Creator who had taken on a human body, come to earth to deliver kind of this final phase of this reconciliation plan. And so what he claimed is to be the Creator who was offering salvation to people, who is offering a way to reconcile with God, to have eternal life, to live forever with God, by simply believing in this person who showed up, Jesus. So for all those who believe in Jesus for this free gift, they can have it by what we call faith alone. And then Jesus ascended back into heaven, the realm where the Creator is, and said he would return at a certain point to collect those who have believed in him. The Bible also tells us that those who pass away, whose physical bodies die before he returns to collect those who believe in him, if a believer dies before then they will then be with him in the realm of heaven, in the place where the Creator is. So it is an amazing promise that both connects with our kind of the broad sweep of human history, but also the personal interests of the reader, which is every person who has ever read the Bible is a person who will ultimately die and needs a solution to their death problem. And the Bible offers a solution to the death problem, which is eternal life. So, if you are interested in reading the Bible and never have, I'd love to communicate with you. I'd love to chat with you, or maybe communicate in the comments section. I'd love to give you some ideas on where to start reading the Bible, because if you start at the very beginning of the Bible, because it's a collection that's roughly laid out kind of in a certain order that doesn't necessarily make sense to the reader without some explanation, it can be a little overwhelming to just start at the beginning and read. So I'd love to help you out. I always suggest people begin reading both the Gospel of John, but then also reading Genesis, and then kind of moving out from there. So the Bible is a collection of writings from people who witnessed things from the Creator, and it's about his broad reconciliation plan for his creation. So that's my explanation. Obviously, we could talk and talk and talk about what the Bible is, but that's the basics. Thanks for watching. If you've got questions, send them to me, and we'll see if we can talk about them. Thanks a bunch.